Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another Element event. We are here with some nice and chill Monday solo scrims, back with Man of Class. How you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing great today. It's been a hot weekend, so I think we all need a little bit to cool down in the period of Frostborn and just go with the flow, watch some solos, and enjoy ourselves some Spellbreak. Because, I mean, like I said, it's just been so crazy. Flaming Dragon is very much the person to beat at this stage. They are the Obi-Wan Kenobi. They have the high ground, and Anakin will have to try and jump over them, but that's never going to happen. Flaming Dragon in a comfort spot of the world, looking at two other players trying to 1v1 it out behind those walls, but there's nothing that they have to worry about right now. Just waiting for that duel to finish, be on full health, and just throw the shockwaves and the boulders in their face. But oh, both players actually exiting at the same time. It's almost like it was planned. That's how beautiful the Flaming Dragon almost gets threatened off the high ground there. Able to take up a few armor pots, has that recovery on proc as well if it needs to, and it can just shoot in the air. Doesn't have anything to really accurately hit a player that's flying up that high. Is of course looking for a fireball, maybe a boulder to hit that, but also their opponent cannot really hit much. It's now taking out one shot, two shots. The Shadow Step is being used. Flaming Dragon trying to finish up this fight, trying to win this game for themselves. A lot of lightning strikes and a lot of lightning in general being used by the other side. And Flaming Dragon just keeps looking around, keeps being confused by the Shadow Step, but is in no trouble whatsoever. Look at that, all the Stone Shapers in the shockwaves and gets T-Fel on Conduit out of it. That is the end of that game, and that was close. Actually, Flaming Dragon almost being threatened there. Yeah, I mean, there's many scenarios what could have happened there, but we'll never really know until we ask the players or see a replay or something like that. But Darkbreaker's now under a lot of, well, is again in another fight. Also has 4 exiles on the board. A lot of relatively high exile players in this lobby so far. Not quite, of course, the pop stomp numbers, not the double digits, but 4, 5, 6, stuff like that's been happening quite a bit to all of them. It's now running away a little bit. I think this might actually be Megaverse that they're fighting against. With that skin, with the Stone Shaper coming out. Yeah, no, that movement is looking really clean. You don't want to take this one, Darkbreakers, but you have to. Because Megaverse is not going to let you get away with this. Stone Shaper versus Stone Shaper, but the offhand is what decides it. And Darkbreakers is now running the Toxic in the offhand instead of the Wind, which they often do. They opted to swap off to the Legendary, and we'll see if that choice is actually going to reward them or not. Gets just pounded by all these boulders and the shockwaves. Has to use the stone skin again to get some health, some armor back, but it's just not really going in their favor. They keep getting chased down. I think Megaverse is still on their tail, but they might have just given up for the loot pile.
Yeah, very interesting.
Oh, they know they don't have to move. They don't have to chase because of that zone. Actually, the Fortitude comes out. Megaverse just goes in for the kill. Really wants that one, but is just also getting pummeled themselves. This is a Stone Shaper battle for the ages play safe.
And there's more boulders coming in from different angles. We just saw another boulder fly in. How many Stone Shapers are around this circle? Megaverse and Darkbreakers are both so experienced on this class, but who's going to take it? We see the trades coming down to the wire now. Darkbreakers just barely blocking out on that one, throwing down the cloud now. Megaverse is trying to pot. This fight is coming down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. Darkbreakers does have that legendary Spring Step, which is doing him so much good, but it looks like nobody will claim decisive victory right now. Both Stone Shapers actually banking off and deciding to go for some pots now. Darkbreakers does see more opponents coming in onto Megaverse, so he knows he has a bit more space. He's going to go for the big armor pot. That's 4 seconds of drinking. He knows that he has time. Now he might make his aggressive approach. Walking up, decides to take more potions, and it looks like that ideal Stone Shaper 1v1 really broke down.
And I love that play style from both of those players. Like, they're so good that they're playing the nope style, which is, you think I'm going to attack, but I'm actually going to defend, but I'm going to dodge and turn it into attack, but then I dodge it again, I defend again, but then I attack again. Like, it keeps on switching, and they do it with such fluidity that you cannot really read what they're exactly going to do until they finalize the move that they're making. So both these players, for that reason, are able to dodge shockwaves, dodge boulders constantly. They have the Spring Step on for good reason. Now you can see it, yeah, you hit a little bit of a boulder, but you only hit the boulder because Megaverse chose to attack at that same time. So he chooses to try and do damage while taking damage, and who trades higher, that's then the question, but they keep trading so evenly. Darkbreakers has a slight advantage now, has half the health more, roughly. But it's still not easy when that third party comes in. The Megaverse just gets to run away up top of the hill. Maybe gets to heal up a little bit. I don't know. It's going to be a tough one to get on top of this one, Darkbreakers. You have to be wary of that third party. And it keeps on going. It keeps on popping. It keeps on hippity hopping. Darkbreakers tries to follow out this player. They just came in for the third party, man. They just wanted to get some damage out and try to maybe finish off your health, but you're not that easy to catch, are you, Darkbreakers? Goes in for more. Boulder falls, shockwave, boulder fall, boulder fall. So many boulders flying around the place, and now Darkbreakers going deep into the storm. I mean, yeah, you can heal up here, but that's going to take you a while to get back, and it's also going to take super hard. The next stone is almost about to move, so you might have to hurry, otherwise you won't even make it back for the next one, Darkbreakers. You have to go.
That fight lasted so long that all the other people in the lobby seemed to congregate around it before it could be finished. Neither Megaverse or Darkbreakers ending up finishing the kill there. Just so many other parties jumping in to join in. And now we see Eldgold also on Stone Shaper, looking to work his way to the high ground, fighting uphill battles, throwing out these shockwaves, gets a nice one to take on a teleporting opponent. Cassius takes down Devised TTV. We're almost in single digits as Eldgold misses 2 crucial boulders, but now it's going to fight open ground. The focused mana damage, 58 on the shockwave, as now he deals more distant damage. Trying to get one more hit will do it, but he can't quite connect. The CC interrupts him, and now he's still stuck on this low ground situation, trying his best to fight upwards, but he has very little armor to work with. Only the Safeguard Potion, which he might decide to drink now, but this one's really going to come down to it, MOC.
Yeah, definitely. It's looking like a really strong... Oh, Darkbreakers takes down Eldgold. That's what you like to see, or that's what you hate to see when you're Eldgold's fan. But that was just a heartbreaking exile after all the dodging and dipping and diving they've been doing. Darkbreakers gets immediately eliminated by Osama Bin Drippin afterwards, though, and Cassius and Quados also go down. So it's now Primo-tastic, Osama Bin Drippin, Doomsday, pretty much Megaverse, and one other player that I can't really... I'm just blanking on right now. They're still in the lobby. And that is Flaming Dragon taking out Megaverse, trying to go for their second W of the night, and that's not what you want. We didn't want to see with the same player with the same class win twice. We want to see diversity, Flaming Dragon. I mean, it's cool that you're here because I can shout out your name, but that's not what we're here for. We're here to see people win.
And it's interesting, though, because we watched that fight between Megaverse and Darkbreakers for so long, and in the end of it, neither party actually won, and then a different Stone Shaper took the dub right there. Flaming Dragon comes out on top. Now we're watching Doomsday with this interesting Pyro build, trying to deal the burst. Ooh, blows up Primo-tastic right in front of his face, and now looks upwards once again, trying to just keep on this W key action. Doomsday is not afraid of anybody as he throws down the spring step, getting up close and personal once again, but the mana recharge interrupts him, and his opponent is just dishing it out. Doomsday may have overextended. He is so low, recovery helping him by the margins, and Doomsday does escape for a second. The lightning will interrupt his potions. He's just trying to scrape a little bit of HP back. 7 exiles to his name with 2 people remaining in the lobby to be hunted. Doomsday will get a reset, and he will have another chance, but so does Flaming Dragon, as this opponent is so low, just trying to cram one more fireball up close. Boulder off cooldown too. Flaming Dragon can't quite get it to connect. So close, though. Looking for it, but he's just burning some crucial time, MOC.
Yeah, and there he just got fireballed by an opponent that he was chasing down, and now he's on the double fire. Flaming Dragon might not survive this. Doing a lot of damage to the other opponent, though. Oh no, Doomsday came in there when he really didn't have to. He tried a third party, but then got shot by both players that he was trying to third party. Not quite the follow-up he wanted from that one. Finally goes down to Flaming Dragon. Another beautiful shockwave predicting that position. Now it's a 1 if you want to finish it off. It's Flaming Dragon versus... I don't remember who it is. It's not Primo. It's I actually don't know if we know who this is, but we'll see. We'll see fairly soon. Flaming Dragon gets the opportunity to heal up, though. That's all these... oh, it's Osama Bin Drippin. Of course it is. What a beautiful name. And a Conduit might be a new player and a new class that we see win this, because they're doing a lot of damage to Flaming Dragon right now. Nice tracking, nice shockwaves, nice nice lightning strikes. Shockwaves are a Stone Shaper ability. They do have that in their offense, though. But it's Stone Shaper versus Conduit to end this on, and I think this terrain, if you can use those towers properly, you're going to be definitely favoring Osama Bin Drippin a little bit. Ooh, got sidestep. Didn't quite see that angle that Flaming Dragon was coming on, and it's now all of a sudden being bursted down to a crisp. That's not what you want to see when you are Osama Bin Drippin. Almost gets away, gets up, gets down. Nice boulder fall. It's fairly even, but Flaming Dragon with that surprise attack did way too much damage, and that's Osama Bin Drippin going down. Flaming Dragon takes the second dub of the night.
It is Cozy who is holding this tower. We see his perspective. He actually gets the exile onto Butter Trap just from puddles sitting on the ground, and now this is Don't Amvini's attempt, but Cozy just has his number. Don't Amvini takes 3 quick slaps. 2 of them were Outbreak charged, and Cozy just melts that target. Going back to the high ground now. Why stop something that's not broken? Cozy wants to go right back to his home tower and control this spot.
Yeah, Cozy in a great spot here right now. So that's our next circle. We'll have to make them move, but there's another tower in the distance that I think they can just stand on. They'll be fine as well. Cozy now looking for that player that was approaching the tower, looking for that position to get on top of them and not get spotted out. I think they saw them. Yep, there they are on the low ground next to that fire NATO, somewhere around the stairs now. And Cozy just wants to make sure they don't get shot in the back. There they are. Nice toxic sprays. 2 down, 1 to go. Cozy finishes that one off. That's Mr. Silas out and down and dusted with this game. No Ace takes down Azul at the same time as well, and Cozy has just been on a tear right now. Got all their 4 exiles in the last minutes. So it's a great start for them to get into this late games. Their mechanics will be warmed up and is now looking for some toxic sprays and some Icelands maybe to their opponent, but they're taking so much damage right now. This might ruin all their plans of getting to that late game, of getting that 3rd win on the board. Cozy might not even survive running away from this. Procs the Fortitude, but that Fortitude will not stop, or the breaking will not stop them from chasing down Cozy. Takes down their own Fortitude. The immunity is out because of the flash freeze. Cozy tries to take a potion from behind this toxic cloud that's frozen, but it's not going to happen right now. It's a fairly even fight still. Cozy is getting the health back up very slowly but surely. Is taking some damage as well, but is doing more damage to their opponent. That's Flaming Dragon taking out Bastion Lamio, finishing up that kill. And Flaming Dragon also gets to take down Cozy. That's both his opponents in terms of who gets more wins out. And Flaming Dragon could pull it now to a 3-win of the night. But is that going to happen? There are 6 other players that probably want to prevent that, so Flaming Dragon has to be careful.
And not only are there 6 other players left in the circle, they all know where Flaming Dragon is. They just watched that fight happen. He's not in the backfield or anything like that. Everybody has their sights set on Flaming Dragon. He has to be careful. Darkbreakers does get the kill onto Cassius, and we're down to 6 players. Look at Flaming Dragon trying to work his way into that bush. Spots another player doing a similar tactic on the bridge, and there's 3 different players hiding, and they finally spot each other out. We'll see if Flaming Dragon decides that this is the fight he wants to engage on. He does have that spring step that allows him to close the gap quickly, misses such a crucial shockwave, and that might be the deterrent that decides Flaming Dragon to push off this fight, MOC.
Yeah, he wanted to rotate to the high ground, to this greenery over here, and just make sure he wasn't spotted. But in the meantime, he saw someone running straight at him, and he was like, "Yeah, I gotta take that shot at least. I don't have to necessarily kill him, but I have to do the damage or to deter them from going after me." Does a lot of damage with a few fireballs, and now has to finish it off. Maybe with a stone slam. No, that shockwave was not what they needed. But it's gonna be the mid-air fireball that just takes down No Way. It's out of the game, exiled 4 other players in the lobby, and Flaming Dragon looking for that 3rd win of the night.
I gotta say, Man of Class, some of these exiles we've seen tonight are so satisfying. I can't keep it to myself. Darkbreaker's now moving over. He's full HP, full armor. All talents are stacked as well. Darkbreakers is in convincing position with 9 exiles to his name right now. Looking for a 10+ bomb and the dub if he can do it. Does have that wind offhand build that we see with Darkbreaker so much. He has popularized this set of Stone Shaper build. We'll see what he can do with it. Does have that focused mana, as we mentioned, 3 stacks, so the burst is going to be so high, and we'll see what he can do to turn this. Gets a nice 33. That is a cracked opponent. Darkbreaker's now looking to get the shockwave, but it doesn't quite connect. Man of Class, there's still 5 people left in this game, but it feels like an extended 1v1 to a certain degree.
Yeah, like, where is everybody? Because there's 2 players fighting and no one else is visible. Oh, there's a 3rd one. There might be a 4th one behind him somewhere. I don't know how they're still hiding, but Darkbreakers is looking for it. He's checking that side, actually, for with the shockwave to make sure there's no one there. Now gets a boulder in the face, loses almost half their armor. Darkbreakers is chasing down this player. Once they get that last hit, that's how Sound been dripping out of it. No more conduit for you. And the Darkbreakers, once they get more, keeps slamming people away from that high ground. 3 other players. They all want to get Darkbreakers away from there, and they finally have done it. Oh gosh, diddly darn it, they've done it. They got Darkbreakers out of that high ground, and now Darkbreakers has to fight. On a flat surface, you're running Stone Shaper. You think that would be a great idea? Did you still get shot from the side, then you will eventually still go down. Darkbreakers has some meds, but cannot really use them in any situation. Is going to go down to this Flaming Dragon, and Flaming Dragon looking for another W. Radish, though, has the Fortitude, completely ready for anything. The Flash Freeze on top of the tower. They're in a great place here. Like, it's super hard to assault this. You'll see them coming from a mile away, even though the circle is only like 200 feet. But we'll see if that will make a difference for Radish. It's looking now to just slap down the Toxic, slap down everything. Flaming Dragon gets that kill, and now it's up to you, Radish. Are you going to deny this 3rd victory of the night for Flaming Dragon? Dragon, or are you going to be able to, well, give it to him? That's the question. Toxic Slaps are doing a great job right now, but he's getting hit in the face by a boulder. Has used the flash freeze as a deterrent, and both players are just trading health very equally right now. Huge Toxic Cloud to try and deny that high ground position, but Flaming Dragon never wanted that. Flaming Dragon just wants you to be on the same high ground, the same level as them, so they can shockwave you down. That's not going to happen, though. Oh, it is! Flaming Dragon gets that last fireball. I thought for sure that last Toxic Slap was going to hit play safe, but it's Flaming Dragon taking out the third victory.
That was milliseconds that separated that animation from finishing.
That was so close.
Flaming
I thought he
Dragon,
had it.
I swear, literally milliseconds he got that animation off before the Toxic Spray. Flaming Dragon takes his third dub of the day, and this one was not as convincing as the other ones, Man of Class. This one was extremely close.